Good morning and happy Saturday. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Chump Change. This is live or recorded. For anybody that might be new here, what we typically do is go over crypto news in the space. I update myself, bring you guys along for the ride. Let's see who's here in the chat, and then we'll get into this. Mr. All Set, good to see you, buddy. We have Nismo Miner, Charles Harris, Panera Cards, good to see you. Let's see who else is here. Kyle Rosa, Mr. Max Voltage. Went to bed early last night just so I could get up for Chump. Well, not exactly. Couldn't keep my eyes open last night, and I have some work that needs to be finished by noon. Good morning. Good morning, Max. That was a novel. Thank you. Appreciate that. I thought it was going to be more exciting, but it wasn't. Just kidding. Happy Saturday, Max. Black Hat Team, good to see you. Mr. Leo Lustig, my man in the house. Good morning, sir. DJ Death Star. Perfect. We have Cook 4015 in the house. Triple D, Tyson, Andrew Masad, Patrick Murphy. All right, let's get into this. Anybody else I may have missed, I apologize. The market looks fantastic. We have Bitcoin at $70,475. We have Ethereum at $35.60. Solana has been freaking killing it. Almost $200. It's $198, up 6.51% on the day. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Solana is going to kill it this bull run. I don't know about you guys or what you guys think about it, but I think Solana is going to do very good things. Oh, and huge shout out to my man, Dan R. You didn't have to do that yesterday. He sent me some Solana during the stream, and I was like stunned for a minute. He sent me 2 Solana. Insane. Thank you so much, Mr. Dan R. Let's see. We have ETC, 33 bucks. Actually, it's still doing pretty good. It's almost $34. Not too bad. XRP still 62 cents if anybody really cares. Caspa's down to 13.5. I think I'm going to buy some more Caspa. To be honest, I think in the bull run it's going to go nuts. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. Litecoin, $103, and it's down 0.5%. Holy hell. Perfect. Yeah, Dan R, dude, thank you so much. It means a lot, for real. I gotta order my kids trampoline because her birthday is this week. So appreciate it. Let's see. We have anything else? Jupiter's up 22.29%. Jeez, I have no idea what this one is. BTRS. What is BTRS? 6,369 bucks. Up a gajillion percent. It's up 3 million percent. What is that? I have to go into it. I'm sorry. We gotta click into it. What is this? Bitball Treasure. I feel like this was glitched out the other day too on Coin360, or is it just me? I don't know what this is. I have never heard of it until recently. So, well, the music just skipped. That was weird. Anyways, Mr. Retro Mike in the house. Appreciate you, buddy. Perfect. So we're in agreement. Caspa equals F tier. Such a troll. Oh, Retro Mike, appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Pepe is up a lot today. Actually, I gotta sell my Pepe because I don't know. I should have sold it last time. It was pumping, so I ain't missing the boat. I don't know how much higher that thing's gonna go, but you guys let me know what you think. Anyways, Jupiter again, 21.8% today. Dog Whiff Hat, look at this, $4 freaking $35. Oh my gross. What are you guys doing with your lives, putting this much money into meme coins? What is happening? It's crazy. I hope you guys made a shit ton of money. I really do. But guys, please don't hold these things to the moon, all right? Because you never know when the pullback's coming. So just take profits, take out what you put in, and just ride, play with the house money type deal thing. I don't know, 19.8%. That's a lot today. Pepe again, 8.1%. And the only reason I'm going to sell Pepe is because it's on ERC20 and the transaction fees are ass. That's why. All right, it's nothing to do with the meme coin itself. I enjoy the meme. If it was on Solana, I would hold it way longer. Just my opinion. Core, whatever this is, I actually have no idea. 14.5%. Has anybody heard of Core? It just got into the top 100, apparently moved 8 ranks. Again, Solana up 5.9% on the day, almost $200. We're at 197 at the time of recording. Pyth Network is up 6.6% to 79th place. Doge is down 3.3, but Doge has been making a kill in the past couple days. Hopefully you guys have been raking in the cash there. We have MNT, which is Mantle, up to $1.30, up 12% on the day. Pendle is up 8.2, and yeah, that's it. Nothing else really exciting. I guess Floki's another one of the meme coins that people are trying to push. I don't really understand why. I don't know. Floki for me is not something I care about, but whatever, to each his own. Up 3% on the day. All right, let's check out the fear and greed index. Flash bang over here, 75 on the fear and greed. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad. It's kind of teetering that point of like, hey, what do we do? Do we keep buying or not? I think right now is still a good time to buy. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Even though it's at 75 is really when I start paying attention to it, but the sentiment in the market when it goes up to even like 86 or so, it's still like, man, I don't know. There's still so much room to grow. I almost don't even want to look at this anymore, to be honest, because I don't know what the hell to do. Anyways, all right, CoinGecko. Let's look at the trending coins quick. We have Gala, Prop Base, and Tencent. I only have heard of Gala. I don't know what these two are. So teach his own. Do your own research. Top 10 coins by coin market cap on CoinGecko. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, Solana, XRP, Lido Staked Ether, USDC, Dogecoin, and Cardano. Still in 10th place. I mentioned this all week this week. I think Cardano's a decent buy. If you guys are looking to get in on a coin that is probably going to 5 or 6x. Again, not financial advice, but 65 cents, man. This shit, again, I'm proving this point every single time. $3.09 at the high. I am not affiliated with these guys in any freaking way. I just look at the max chart and I'm looking 2017 bull run, right into 2018. Boom, thing peaked again. 2021 peaked up to $3, and right now we're starting of the bull run. We have not seen it actually happen yet, so I don't know, man. This could be the start of it, start of the climb. You guys take, you know, to each his own. Take it as you will. I don't know. Too bad we didn't get it at 26 cents. Jeez, it went down to 26 cents, 24 cents. What? Big oof. Should have got in then. Holy shit. I still think it's a good buy, but man, you guys would have like 12 extra money. That's nuts. Why didn't Flux follow BTC closely? Flux? Nothing's gonna really follow BTC too close. But how's Flux doing? Actually, I haven't looked at it in a while. Wow, it's at $1.32. Nice. $1, almost $1 more than where I sold it at. I sold it at like 44 cents to buy more Caspa stuff, and I don't regret it, but at the same time, damn, I could have made a lot more. $3.33. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. Flux is going through they're going through some hard times, I guess. I wouldn't, well, maybe not hard times, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to see. They got to prove themselves, right? They've went up to the Flux Edge stuff, and they're doing some like proof of useful work, which is cool. So like, I mean, it's a totally different category than Bitcoin, though. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. You know, it's actually like there's just a different utility to it, or proposed to be a different utility, if that makes sense. Panera Card says Flux is breaking out. Hell yeah, good. I hope you guys make money on it, man. I really do. Let's see if you guys have any questions, obviously feel free to ask, but I'm just a guy on the internet. Please don't believe people on YouTube, okay? Most of the time you're just hearing FUD. But I'll tell you what I think. It's just take it with a grain of salt. That ain't, you know, to each his own. That's pretty much the moral of the story. Litecoin, again, I think Litecoin's gonna have a nice run up. Litecoin, pretty much everywhere you guys you know, purchase anything or need to transact in any way, Litecoin is typically one of the top coins that you can actually use, you know. So we're looking over here, the all-time high, $410. I mean, this is according to CoinGecko, could be off a little bit, but looking at the max chart though, it's every bull run, again, 2017 and 2021, it has broken its all-time high, you know, each time there. So I think on this run, we might just crack to 400 again, and that's awesome. Mr. 56, dude, thank you for being a freaking member for 35 months. It's almost been 3 years. Holy shit, bruh. That's crazy. Thank you so much for being a member that long. You're insane, and I appreciate the ramen noodles. But guys, you know what I mean? Like, looking at coins like this that have proven themselves the last couple bull runs, that's kind of what I'm looking at to invest in, because it just makes the most sense to me that things, I mean, look at the lows, right? Higher lows every single time as it's going, right? So that's a good thing. And then again, higher highs. So it's kind of inevitable that we're going to see at least a 4x or 3x from this point on Litecoin. Just in my opinion. I mean, you guys take it as you will. If you're getting your financial advice from YouTube, then you're doing something wrong anyways. All right, we have Ethereum Classic. Let's check out Ethereum Classic. $33.83. The all-time high on Ethereum Classic is $167. $167, which is crazy, right? Looking at, let's see, 2017, 2018, this shit only got to like 35 bucks. All right, look at this boner candle. Again, up to the 167. It doesn't even go that high. These charts are complete ass, but again, grain of salt. Should be up here somewhere, but nonetheless, yeah, we mooned on this bull run. Okay, 2021, same thing. All right, Ethereum Classic. Shout out to Pellish Miner real quick. Thanks for being a member for 4 months. Good morning, CCXD. Appreciate you. Thanks for tagging all that stuff. He said, I agree. LTC will run close to $400 and ETC will hit 225, in my opinion. Perfect. You know what? I think so as well, to be honest. I think we're going to get closer to $200 for ETC. And honestly, mainly because of the ETF catalyst, right? The ETF catalyst is not for Ethereum Classic per se, but the name Ethereum in the token alone is gonna get Timmy's to buy it. It's a fact. It's a absolute fact. It happened last bull run. It happened the bull run before that, right? Like it's going to happen. People don't understand. I mean, at least I didn't when I got in 2017, right? That's how long I've been around. Since at the end, basically actually when yeah, it was right around literally December, January 2017 when I started hearing about Bitcoin. And yeah, I just came across it on YouTube video. I started looking into it, got into Coinbase, and I was purchasing coins, and I was like, what the hell do I buy? And I'm like, why is this one so much less of a price? It was like $4. It was like, maybe it was before that shit. No, you know what? Maybe it was back here. I think it was here. Maybe it was February I started actually buying in. Yeah, because it was like $4. And I just remember being like, I'm going to get this one because I can get a full coin and a couple of them at that. You know what I mean? And Timmy mentality. You don't know anything. And that's just how it is, right? DJ Minds, my man, thank you for becoming a VIP. And Mr. Where is that? Mr. Leo Lustig. I don't even see that. Where's that super chat? Oh man, I missed it. I apologize, dude. Thank you so much. He said, he said the wife is watching with me today. Let's give her a shout out. Her name is Linda. Good morning, Linda. Good to see you. Leo Lustig is my man. Appreciate you, buddy. Go check out his store. Feel free to post it in the chat. He actually has some sick Bitcoin and other type of merchandise on his Etsy store, which is pretty cool. All right, so yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. You can make a bunch of money everywhere, to be honest. Render, I think, is going to go pretty far. Let's just see. Render's kind of like it's been a progressively growing chart, so I think this has a positive sentiment behind it, and I just think it's going to do good things. Just my opinion. It's really close to the all-time high now. Again, $13.53. So this is kind of like this coin it's been around for a little bit, right? But at the same time, it hasn't had its chance to shine. Let's put it that way, right? That and the same thing with Caspa, right? If you look at Caspa's like, for me, I would rather put money in on this than a meme coin, my opinion. Utility is going to be fantastic. It's fast as shit. And look at the max chart on this. Just continuously confidence in the market. Like it's never had a lower low. Does that make sense? In this like whole rise up, basically. So I think it looks extremely good. That's just my opinion. I think it's going to surprise everybody. 1000%. Says Scott A. All right, so let's move on to the mining segment of things. We got a few things I want to watch today, so we got to skim through this. All right, you guys know I like to timestamp these miners. Bitmain, Antminer, Caspa KS5 Pro, 21 terahash unit, making $145 a day. And not to mention, this is kind of why Caspa, I think, top of the charts, is going to also gradually rise over time, because these machines are just going to continuously come out, and on top of it, it's held its profitability, unlike the KA3 and units that we've seen just completely crash and burn before, right? We have the KS5 20 terahash over here making $138 a day, which is absolutely insane. You know, when this thing actually, when the 21 terahash unit here, when Caspa was at like it's 18 cents or whatever it hit, right? Almost 19. This thing was making over $200 a day. Legit. It's crazy. What is Caspa Classic? Caspa Classic is just a fork trying to live off the name of Caspa. It's just a fork. That's all it is. But to each his own. All right, let's see. BMKS Max 11 terahash unit making $68 a day. We get the Windminer K9 making $67 a day. Let's see. Do I take my Caspa winnings and buy a KS5? I would not, my opinion. KS3 9.4 terahash unit making $59.98 a day. We have the KS3 8.3 terahash unit making $52.73 a day. We have the let me see, the KS3, the original from Ice River, 8 terahash unit making $50 a day, and the KS3M makes $35.49. Shout out to Ice River if you guys are interested in any units over there. I have a code CHUMP, CHUMP. Feel free to use it. I think it gets 5% off on their units if you're really going to buy them, but I don't recommend you guys buying these units. That's just my opinion. I'll never recommend you guys to buy ASICs unless it's like really a good idea, right? And it's kind of proven to be a good idea. I mean, yes, the Ice Rivers are a good idea at the beginning, but right now it's kind of like late in the game. I'd rather you guys just buy the coin. If you're gonna spend that kind of money, just buy the coin or hold it. I honestly feel like it's gonna go up and you'll probably make more gains on the Caspa you hold versus selling it to buy a machine that could, you know, essentially have an issue or something could go wrong. You never know, right? It's a machine at the end of the day. It's not proven to work 1000% of the time. We have the Bitmain Antminer L7s. You guys know I have this thing down at Terra Hosting. Shout out to them. They also have a ASIC sales site. And oh, real quick, ASIC sales, Terra hashes. If you guys purchase through there, okay, I have a link down below. Not trying to shill them, but all the taxes and tariffs are included, so you don't get like screwed more or less with tariffs and taxes from like places like Ice River, Bitmain, places like that. They will smack you before you get the delivery from DHL in the warehouse. You'll get hit and they'll charge you like an arm and a leg. It's freaking insane how much they charge. Anyways, let's see, where is the S19K? S19K Pro, right here, 120 terahash units, still mining Digibyte, still most profitable, $8.36 a day. Holy shit. Perfect. That's amazing. I got a 411 tariff for the new KA box. Oh, bruh, that's gross, dude. Yeah, it's so awful. I know somebody, I'm not going to mention who it was, but he got 2 KS3Ms. Guys, if you knew, I think he had to pay like, it was thousands of dollars. It was thousands of dollars he had to pay to pick them up, or they would return them. And if they return them, you're paying for shipping back to the company you got to return them at. So yeah, you could get absolutely screwed. Anyways, we have the Ice River KS2 2 terahash unit making $11.67 a day. We have, let's see, X16Q. I got this thing mining ETC2 Caspa on a mineable, $8.14 a day. This all after 10 cents kilowatt hour, by the way. And if you're interested in hosting, that's what Terra Hosting has it at. So that's why I keep it on 10 cents. Just makes sense. Ice River KS1 1 terahash unit making $5.84 a day. Just check the KS0s because I want to show you guys. We have the Ice River KS0 200 gigahash unit, $1.22. Now, the only reason I would say these are an okay buy is because if you only buy one, you're not going to get whacked with tariffs. And the what's it called? Let me see. The brand new commemorative editions, I'm not taking it out, but I'll save it for a video. Look at the color of this thing. They like powder coated this in a sense that, you know what, I am gonna take it out. I lied because I want to show you. I haven't seen it yet either. Oh, all right. Oh, dude, this thing is sexy. Look at that. This thing is sexy. Wow, they're actually like, look at this thing. Look at the color on it. That's amazing. It literally looks like it's freaking powder coated. Powder coated or anodized? I don't know. It looks like it's powder coated. I guess I wouldn't know the difference on the other one. But holy shit, that's cool. I like how they got the Caspa logo on there. Man, and why didn't they make them all like this? Shit, that's crazy. Anyways, if you guys only buy one of these, Again, code CHUMP if you guys are interested. But if you only buy one, you don't get hit with taxes and tariffs. So that's kind of cool, I guess, on that aspect. And it's still $1 a day for like 100 watts. It's honestly, it's still a really profitable unit. They're probably going to be obsolete at some point, kind of like every other ASIC, but please just, purchase at your own risk if you guys are interested. I just think it's freaking crazy. I really do think it's crazy. Let's see. I purchased 2 at a time and no tariffs. Oh, hell yeah. Fully electric. That's awesome. So they must have labeled it lower. So I think it's anything over 600 bucks. You usually get hit, but if they valued it lower, then you guys shouldn't get hit. Oh, look at this. This is why you asked about Caspa Classic, Mr. Yusuf, on the chat, huh? Over here, looking at GPUs, moving on to hashrate.no. Oh, wow. It's on the top of the charts. GPUs. What in the hell? What in the hell? 4090 making what? What? Making $2.41 a day? Bruh. Really? What in the hell? You know what, man? That's crazy. God damn it. Missed another damn boat. You know what? Because I knew about this coin way back with like CLI wallet, and I should have freaking kept mine in it. I didn't. Oh, what an idiot. I don't know, actually. Caspa Classic is even anywhere. Let's see. What is CAS? It's probably not on CoinGecko. Let's go to CoinMarketCap quick. Let's see. CoinMarketCap. Oh, my eyes. Sorry. All right, Caspa. No. Let me type it in, actually. Caspa Classic. No. I would say it's probably not on many exchanges. I don't know if it's on Trade Ogre either, to be honest. You guys let me know, I guess. All right. Anyways, Caspa Classic. It looks like Graham is also on top of the charts. We have Conflux, Chlor, next up, a 3090 Ti. 3090 Ti is always different for some reason. It really is weird. Anyways, shit. All right, we gotta move on. We're taking up a lot of time. All right, anyways, let's move on. Check out new coins just for shits. See if there's anything on the list that's brand new. No, I know this bug no one people are all horny over. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's another Caspa 4K. If it becomes profitable, make some money on it, why not? Let's see any upcoming events. 69 hours Ironfish. Does anyone care about Ironfish? Hard fork algo change. Fish hash. What? Just sounds gross. Anyways, all right, moving on to the news. Let's see what let's go over some Sam Bankman-Fried stuff first. Uncovering Sam Bankman-Fried's original sin. Let's see what they got to say over here on Bloomberg Television. If you guys don't know, Sam Bankman-Fried got 25 years in prison, and he has to serve at least 80% of that. So see what they got to say.
All right, let's talk now about the business operation that was FTX and how Sam Bankman-Fried armed his business with a cheat code of unlimited customer cash in order to make FTX look more successful than it actually was. Let's bring in now Bloomberg's David Gura and Zeke Fox. Zeke, of course, is the author of the book Number Go Up: Inside Crypto's Wild Rise and Staggering Fall. David, take it away.
Katie, thanks so much. Zeke, you were in the courthouse behind me. We had a fascinating conversation about what you and Max Chafkin have uncovered. And going into today's sentencing, what the defense kept saying was fundamentally there is no loss. There is this argument that things went wrong, Sam Bankman-Fried made some mistakes, but fundamentally the business itself was sound. What did you and Max discover about that in the course of your reporting?
Yeah, I mean, Sam's been treating this like it's a kind of trump card. Even today, when he was speaking to the judge who's about to sentence him, he tried to say, hey, the money was never missing. And that totally disregards the evidence that's come out about FTX. And what we found was that really the fraud started very early on, within a few months of when they opened the exchange.
I wanted to ask you about what Sam Bankman-Fried said and didn't say. I think that there was a lot of speculation that because he didn't express much remorse during the course of the trial, if any, he didn't explicitly express remorse in the sentencing document, sentencing memo as well. He might do it today. And there was, correct me if I'm wrong, a sense that he might be headed in that direction at the start of his testimony today.
Yeah, I mean, he stood up. He seemed like he was ad-libbing, and he started addressing his former colleagues something that he hadn't really talked about so much, the people close to him whose lives have been ruined by this. And he spoke about each of them and some of the great things that they had done running FTX or helping him build FTX. And it seemed like he might be saying he was sorry for doing something to undo that. The problem was he just can't cross the line of saying, I am sorry that I committed a crime, he always falls back on, I made mistakes were made, but the money's still there, the customers are gonna get paid back, and you know.
How do you lose billions of dollars and expect everybody to get paid back? Is that actually going to happen? Does anybody actually have high hopes for that?
It was an error in judgment, but he's not saying, I'm sorry that I committed crimes. And it's something that the judge cited before reading out the sentence.
Yeah, that passive voice of mistakes were made. I want to ask you about how the defense regarded the potential sentence as it was unfolding. So Mark Mukasey, a new lawyer for Sam Bankman-Fried, replacing Mark Cohen, who did represent him during the course of the trial. What did you make of the way that he presented him? There was, as I sort of read along, again, you were in the courthouse, a lot of familiar tropes. He's a math nerd. He has difficulty engaging with people. He has this ahedonia. He can't feel happiness. What did you make of how he was presented in the minute that we have left here?
It was a pretty moving speech about Sam's background, his childhood, and he had this punchy one-liner where he said that Sam wasn't, some sort of evil genius. He was a
oh shit, Max Voltage, you made a good point. I don't know why I didn't think of that. He just said, yes, everyone's going to get paid back in dollars because Bitcoin has tripled, so their bank of BTC is enough to cover in fiat. You're not wrong.
Math nerd. He wasn't motivated by greed. He was motivated by numbers.
I didn't even think of that.
The government, when it was the prosecutor's turn to speak, totally flipped that on them and said, yeah, we weren't saying he was some kind of monster. We were saying he calculated the odds and decided the odds were in his favor to break the law, and that's why he committed these crimes.
30 seconds we have left. Just picking up on that, we heard from Nick Rose, the prosecutor. He said he stole $8 billion. He really wanted to emphasize that in the course of his closing remarks.
Yeah.
Stole $8 billion. Damn.
I mean, he's saying that recovering the money is no defense. The fraud was taking this customer money, which again, they started doing very early on, and spending it on speculative investments. Just if those investments paid off, it doesn't negate that the theft occurred.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's insane. Shout out to Bloomberg Television for that $8 billion. Oh my God. Anyways, BlackRock's Larry Fink stresses importance of rethinking retirement. Let's get into this, guys, over here on Fox Business. Let's do it.
Are back. One of the most widely read shareholder letters on both Wall Street and Main Street just came out. It is headlined, "Time to Rethink Retirement." Okay, that's a nice headline, but when you go into
Could Bitcoin save us all?
it, Larry Fink outlines not just how to rethink it, but to take action, and that includes looping in the capital markets. Back now with BlackRock's Larry Fink. Listen.
Real quick, DJ Mines in the chat said, I staked my Solana on Coinbase, 5% APY. It was going to sit there anyways. So real quick, if you stake, if something happens, all right, so Fully Electric's an OG in the space. I've said this before. People that watch me all the time probably have heard it. Fully Electric actually told me that if you hold USD inside Coinbase, it is insured by government kind of, right? It's FDIC insured or something, as that was called. And then if you hold your crypto there though and something happens to your account, if it gets drained out, then poof, it's gone. There's nothing covered. So just be careful. I understand the APY is pretty sweet, but yeah, it's not even USDC, it's just US dollars. So I converted my US dollars into USDC, and then after he told me that, I was like, oh, F that. I don't care about the little 5% or 6% they're gonna give me. I'll just keep fiat in there, because if something happens, then at least it's covered and I'll get it back. You know what I mean?
This is a national priority, at least it should be, or it becomes a national crisis, you say?
Well, I think it's a global priority because leaders in every country, whether it's a developed country or a developing country, are focusing on how do we prepare our citizens, and more importantly, in the countries that have small but growing capital markets, they see the power of the U.S. capital markets. They see the power of our capitalism, and they are trying to develop a retirement system that will then fund their capital markets and grow their capital markets.
Let's just explain, though, when you talk about capital markets, compounded since the S&P was created, 1957, it has returned annualized returns of 10.26% every. I mean, that's amazing. So is that what you are saying has to be done?
Oh, we have a warning in the chat. Mr. Crypto KJ, thank you. He said, Cedra Discord compromise. Do not click on the airdrop link. There was another, man, Larissa got hacked as well, their Discord. So do not click on any of those airdrop links, for the love of God, please, because they will hack your phones or your apps, or just please. Okay. Thank you. Crypto KJ, you're awesome. Appreciate it.
Now,
we need to be focusing on the long term. That's why
but from a granular standpoint, just from a company, because we work for companies and that's how we save for retirements. How do they do it? I mean, are you saying ditching the 401k?
No.
And go for a defined benefit? I mean, should we go back there?
No, by no means. First of all, I don't have any policy suggestions. What I'm suggesting is we need to have a conversation. As I said earlier, I'm an optimist. I'm an optimist because we solve problems. We read papers, we watch news, and it's generally filled with negativity. And it scares us. And the whole issue of hope and fear, there's more fear in the world than
I saw something on CNBC.
I love DJ. I love the I absolutely love this meme. Thank you again, Mr. Crypto KJ.
That had a very astute guy trying to talk the moderator out of fear and loathing on, for the future.
into fear and loathing.
Or out of it. But he was trying to talk you into it.
I believe there's more opportunity for hope, and I believe there's more opportunities in the future. But if we don't start talking about rethinking retirement, rethinking how we should think about retirement plans.
Well, you've got a plan called Life Path Paycheck.
Yeah.
Now, talk about this. Explain what it is. This is iShares as well.
It is for a 401k or the defined contribution plans. A 401k plan, when you retire, generally you get a 100% of your savings in a lump sum, and you reinvest that lump sum. But most people don't even know what to do with it, and people are frightened about are they going to outlive their savings?
And they might.
And they may, but the more you
at this rate, you definitely will
invest during your working age, the sooner you put some money away during your working age, getting back to your S&P compounding, the higher probability you're going to have a pool of assets, pool of money, that you're going to be able to live with dignity and hope during your retirement age. What Life Path Paycheck is using the same formula of this target date plan, where the early years you have majority of your 401k or in equities.
Well, you said 99%.
And then over time it goes more into fixed income.
It's like a 529 college savings plan.
Exactly. So it narrows the risk. But what we do, we add an annuity to the back end, whereby we could then define to you how much is your monthly paycheck. So it's like translating what a defined benefit plan was.
I almost feel like putting the black.
It just said 49% of people don't even have retirement savings. Is that what it said? Have no retirement savings. That's crazy. You know, like this, there was, man, what's the percentage that like certain amount of Americans can't even afford like $1,000 emergency bill or something? It's crazy.
It's like translating what a defined benefit plan was.
I almost feel like putting the BlackRock logo, 1-800-BlackRock on the bottom. Is this like an advertisement for BlackRock?
Well, are you talking your book? I mean, and no fees, right? Did I see that correctly?
There's no there's no wrap fee by the insurance companies in Life Path Paycheck.
Let me ask you another question about this, because this caught me in your letter. It's in the letter. It's not about retirement. It's about energy. I mean, you basically say this could be the fact that we're Bitcoin mining like crazy. We have all these energy needs. You suggested the light could go out if we don't figure out energy infrastructure. My question to you is, which I really do agree with, but here's where I didn't see in your letter. Why don't you just say we need some nuclear power?
Well, that's one of the answers.
So
nuclear power. All right, this thing's going left hard. Anyways, we're gonna stop there. If you guys want to finish this, please go check out the rest of this interview. It's down in the description below. But yeah. I don't know. Somebody in the chat, Panera Card, said crypto doesn't count as retirement. Well, I guess it depends how much crypto you have, right? The main reason I wanted to listen to Larry Fink, I was hoping he was going to talk about Bitcoin a little bit, but it's one of those things, right? Like them bringing on the ETF, they wouldn't have brought it on if they were just expecting it to fail, Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I just don't know where I was going to go. You guys want to finish it? I can finish it if you want. Zach, do you guys want to finish this? I can finish. Listen to it. The cleanest energy there is. I mean, we can listen to it. I don't care. It's a matter to me. I just figure you guys are going to get bored.
More
All right, let's finish
small
it. I don't
nuclear
care.
reactors, absolutely. But that's one of many
Nuclear
solutions.
reactors.
We have, we need to be upgrading our infrastructure. Most countries need to build their technology.
What in the hell, Zach? You just said you...
Bruh.
All right, we're skipping it. God damn it. All right, we need to embrace our capitalism over here on Bloomberg Television. Let's see. Mr. Larry Fink is also over here.
We start with Larry Fink of BlackRock and his annual letter to investors.
Hit that like button,
focused
guys.
this
Appreciate
year
you.
on what he calls a retirement crisis in the United States and around the world, which is what Larry is hearing about more and more from BlackRock clients.
My letters are a reflection of my conversations with clients. So it is, and so over the past year, I heard more and more conversation
Zach, I'm
about
just giving you
retirement,
shit.
the retirement crisis, from many parts of the world, from middle-class developing countries to developed countries. The acute problem here in the United States is that we have still 57 million Americans who don't have any savings or any retirement plan. Social Security is a fantastic foundation for retirement, but if that's all you have when you retire, you're going to be living in poverty, below the poverty line, because it just is not, it's supplemental, but it's not meant to be the totality of what you have in retirement. And the whole concept of we're aging, we're all living longer. And I think one of the big narratives I've had to reflect in 2023 was the miracles of medicine. When we talk about the drugs like Ozempic and all the different weight loss drugs, how that is extending life. It's conquering kidney disease and liver disease and heart disease and joint disease. And then there are new medicines now for dementia that extends life. So if you think about the miracles of technology and how it transforms our lives and extends our life, there is not a dialogue in America or most places about can we afford that longevity. And our entire retirement system was based on statistics that were created 50 years ago, whereby most Americans retired between 60 and 62 then, but most Americans then passed away at 67. And today, statistically, a couple 60 years old in good health, one of them is going to live over 90. And so the other question is, should we reevaluate how we work and how long we work? Because we all need purpose in life. And in most people find purpose, obviously, maybe with their grandchildren, their children, their community. Many people find purpose in their jobs. And the thought of retiring at 60 with 30 more years or a 30-year life in front of you, we need to have a dialogue. We need to have a conversation.
And there is why you need to buy Bitcoin, okay? Just saying. They're not going to allow it to fail. That's why these ETFs are there. Why they decided to open the ETFs. Just saying. I think that's where he should end his speech, but he's going to keep going.
I'm an optimist. I am very optimistic about the long-term vitality of our markets. I'm bullish on capitalism.
Right.
The reason I'm bullish is when I read
bullish
the
on
newspapers
Bitcoin.
every morning and listen to Bloomberg and other news organizations, it's full of scary things. We talk about the problems. Yeah. We talk about all the problems in life. But we solve problems through conversation. Right. And the one area where we have no conversation is the affordability of retirement and the whole concept of retirement. And we need to start a global and, most importantly, a national dialogue.
Should we be changing the rules so we can put our 401ks or our IRAs into private markets?
I believe there are some great areas of private markets that are going to be great investments for retirement. And I would channel that more towards infrastructure, because infrastructure has a long maturity, it has a higher coupon, but it has a lower profile of returns than what I would say other areas of the private market. So it has a good corridor of returns, but higher probabilities of meeting those returns. And so, yes, we need to be re-looking at how we think about investing, whether that is going to be in private equity or infrastructure. I do believe, we need to be putting more long-dated assets into retirement, and so that you could meet the returns that you need to have the pool of money that you require during retirement.
In your letter, you talk a lot about the success of the capital markets, all that they've accomplished. At the same time, you do mention the problem with particularly U.S. debt.
More monkey business says, so basically he's saying, if you don't buy Bitcoin, you can't retire. Exactly.
You think it's more urgent than any time I think you said you can remember in your lifetime. Put those two things together. To what extent has the success of the capital markets come specifically because we've taken more debt on the public balance sheet? We've shifted debt from private balance sheets to public balance sheets.
No question. Let's just use a statistic, and I think when I talk about this statistic, I get frightened. In the year 2000, the U.S. deficit was $8 trillion. Today it's $34 trillion. So 23 years later, we increased our deficit by $26 trillion. So for the first 40 years, we increased our deficit to $8 trillion. And in the last 23 years, we increased it by $26 trillion. I think that speaks volumes of what's happening in our country today. The problem with
the problem with the country is government gets greedy as shit, and then they just keep printing money, and then they can't pay it back, and then falls on us. Taxes and all this bullshit you pay for. You fucking, who knows where the money goes, to be honest.
These type of deficits and now and I believe higher interest rates for longer, the cost of financing our deficits are going to erode more and more of our disposable income as a country. And I do believe we're getting to a point where our public debt is going to start crowding out private capital, and we're going to have structurally higher interest rates.
What can the private sector do to trigger some action in that regard? I mean, you're the head of the largest asset manager in the world, Larry Fink. It's not just you, but you have some influence. At this point, we have candidates running for president who aren't even talking about this.
It's not even a conversation. So in my letter, I talk about the need for more public-private investments. Well, the United States is one of the last countries where we've had private capital investing in our infrastructure. And I believe if we changed our policies, privatized our airports, and privatized maybe our ports, and having private capital investing that, then our public spending could be rededicated to more urgent social needs, more urgent needs, elevating our education, elevating our issues around Social Security and healthcare. And so I believe the need is to rethink what is the role and responsibility of the public sector for the development of better 21st century infrastructure. We know that we are going to have to digitize our entire economy. We know we're going to have to move forward on decarbonization. These require huge pools of money. Allow the private sector to be part of that. We have this enormous functional capital markets that can provide the capital. We as a country must use it more often and access the role of the private sector. And so I think we still, that's...
Real quick, Mr. Fully Electric in the house. Dude, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Memberships. Did I say shits? Memberships. Thank you very much. Dave Digital, Nerd Beast, Ted, Magic Lucky. We have Vegall. That's how you say your name. Let's see. Brad got one. Mining Meister, Steven Plum. Oh, lost my spot. Andrew, Gene, and I think that's it. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much, Fully Electric. You didn't have to do that, man. Appreciate it.
Does not change the course of our deficits, but we can certainly reallocate some of our monies into more urgent issues. And I would say, and my letter speaks about it, we need to grow our economy so our deficits are a smaller component of our GDP. That is the bigger issue. If we continue to just grow at 2% and we have these type of deficits, that's when the deficits really are going to be a problem out 5 and 10 years.
But you suggest 3%. Is that realistic?
That has to be our target. We need to find ways of growing at 3% instead of just cutting taxes, or we need to find ways of incenting private capital to be investing more. We need to encourage growth, and we need to be, and this is a debate now, and there's a lot of people talking against this, we need to embrace our capitalism because our capitalism has shown to be the best economic force in the world.
Again, Fully Electric, thank you so much, man. You're awesome. And shout out to Mr. Larry Fink, I guess, for going on the news, even though you guys don't like him. Real quick, Larry Fink, Pellish Miner, thank you for the $5 super chat. He said, Larry Fink is a D-bag who wants to work us into a heart condition and squeeze all work out of us. He said his issue is not everyone knows when to give up. Wait, hold on. His issue is not everyone knows when to give up. I'm confused on the sentence. When to give it up like him. I'm not sure what that means, but I appreciate the super chat. You're awesome, buddy. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to videos of the day. I want to see what Mr. Lark Davis over here has to say with the how high can Solana go. Solana's been on a freaking tear. It's almost $200 as of right now at the time of recording, as you guys know. So let's see what he's got to say about it.
Just how high can the price of Solana go this cycle? Well, of course, predicting the exact top is not really possible. What we can do is we can look at the fundamentals.
Holy hairdo today. Mr. Lark, take a comb on that thing. I feel like it's going to crawl off his head.
Catalysts that are driving already the remarkable Solana price surge. So let's extrapolate here. Let's draw some charts and let's end up with a bullish prediction as well as some interesting insights from a traditional investment firm that has a very bullish target for Solana. Look, Solana has risen like a phoenix from its bear market ashes. It was mocked, it was trampled, it was left for dead. It
Crazy.
dropped 97% from its bull market highs. Ouch. Or as we say in crypto,
Yeah, it was down to $9. It was down to $9.
a Tuesday. Indeed, as
Should've
we'll
filled
see,
the bags,
what
man.
happened to Solana last cycle was actually, and this is very interesting, very similar to what Ethereum had to experience the cycle before that. Solana has since the 2022 bear market lows almost fully recovered, coming within spitting distance of previous all-time highs per Solana. And when measured in market cap, it has already reached a new all-time high. That's because more Solana coins have entered the market. Now, what explains this steep rise? The interest? Well, if you've tried dApps on Solana since it's Jupiter or Drift, then you know that they're fast and they're cheap. They're really easy to use. The apps look neat and they work as long as the blockchain is up and running, which it usually is. Also,
that meme where they had the Nintendo cartridge and it had like a Solana logo on it. Like, you know, remember when you guys used to blow them out and stick them back in? Oh, it was the best meme ever.
Tools to spin up new meme coins are super easy, and people are doing it every day, putting out thousands of new coins. There have been days in which more than 2,000 Solana meme coins were launched in a single day. That's insanity. All this has had the quite remarkable result that Solana recently replaced Ethereum as the #1 smart contract blockchain by trading volume.
Again, Pellish Miner, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You're awesome.
And here's
Keeping
a
the stream
chart
alive.
from an Artemis dashboard. This is comparing daily active addresses. Solana is the green line. This, of course, just shows you that Solana, unlike some chains with a market cap in the billions of dollars,
that's crazy,
is not a zombie chain. On the contrary, it's hyper active. The gray line in the chart, by the way, is Ethereum.
Look at this, dude.
So doing pretty well, but
Jesus,
Solana's leading the pack. Speaking of
Solana freaking spiked there, huh? What the hell made that spike happen?
Ethereum again, let's look at some remarkable similarities between Ethereum and Solana price. So let's compare.
And I know a lot of you guys don't like, you know, certain coins and whatever. To each his own. You don't have to like everything. You guys know that, right? Like, you don't have to like every coin, Solana included. I know a lot of people hate on Ethereum, but at the end of the day, guys, like, these are chains that a lot of shit runs on. Like, they're the center of the ecosystems themselves, right? So inevitably, these coins are going to go up. Ethereum, Solana, right? Bitcoin, like, those three are definitely going to go up over time. All right, regardless how you feel about it, talk shit or make money. I choose to make money, so that's why I invest into these things.
Ethereum's last cycle to Solana now, they look pretty much like identical charts. I mean,
My
look at
opinion.
this. It's crazy. Ethereum chart from 2017 to 2021 and the Solana chart from 2021 to 2024, eerily similar. Here's the Ethereum chart from 2017 to 2021. It experienced a 94% drawdown, not quite as bad as Solana, but you know, no picnic for holders either, is it? Here's the Solana.
And you know what, Solana, like, the shakeout Solana had down to like $9, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that was scary, but at the same time, it was like, shit, that's a really good time to buy. And I mean, luckily, whoever did, it freaking popped off, man. And you know what, you guys are winning because of it. It's just, I don't know. I don't see Solana going anywhere with the amount of bullshit they've had to deal with and all the downtime, and them actively fixing it and saying why they had, you know, have had downtime and how they would rather downtime versus like a shitty chain or whatever their comment was for the last like outage or whatever they had. It just, I don't know. Solana has a good team behind it, to be honest.
Chart, they look, again, very, very similar. The main difference is that...
Oh, and you know what? FTX probably did have a big impact on Solana for sure. Sustainable crypto.
It took Ethereum longer to escape its brutal bear market doldrums than Solana has. Now, what can this tell us about a potential top for Solana in the current bull market? Well, ETH's previous cycle all-time high was about $1,400 back in early 2018. The most recent cycle saw a peak of $4,800. That's a 3.5x after breaking its previous all-time high. Another 3.5x in Solana's price from the 2021 bull market top would roughly translate to $900 per Solana. Not bad. Not bad, right? Now, what about our old buddy Fibonacci? What would that tell us? Well, let's approach this from a technical standpoint with Fibonacci levels. Fibonacci levels are a pretty interesting way to get a good prediction of future price swings. So let's again return to Ethereum versus Solana comparison because the parallels are very fascinating here. When drawing a retracement for Ethereum from the 2018 top to the low, the highest fib extension level, the 3.618, pointed at a price of, well, hold that thought, actually. This number is actually, it blew my mind, by the way, so you definitely have to hear this. But before pulling up this very interesting chart, a quick note that if you would have been subscribed to our free Wealth Mastery newsletter.
No. Sneaky little shit trying to put that in there.
Now let's talk about this chart. Okay, into it. So it's insane what the number got to in 2021 for Ethereum, $4,884 per ETH. That's pretty much exactly what we got on the fib lines. It's remarkable. It's mind-blowing. Of course, these levels don't always hit. Sometimes they fail, but it's still shocking to see how close that one was. Wow.
All right, real quick, just for people, I put this link in the chat. Solana versus Ethereum. Solana's rapidly expanding ecosystem and versatility have inevitably drawn comparisons to Ethereum, the leading blockchain for decentralized applications, or DApps. Excuse me. Smart contracts. Solana and Ethereum have smart contract capabilities, which are crucial for running cutting-edge applications like decentralized finance, DeFi, and non-fungible tokens, NFTs. The consensus, Solana and Ethereum both use proof-of-stake consensus mechanism, where validators stake their cryptocurrency as collateral for the privilege of earning rewards for assisting the blockchain. Solana improves POS by also implementing POH. Speed. Much of the buzz surrounding Solana in 2021 was due to its distinct advantage over Ethereum in terms of transaction processing speeds and transaction costs. Solana processes more than 27,000 transactions per second on December 12th, 2023. Obviously, it's increased since then, if I'm not mistaken. And its average cost per transaction is 0.00025. In contrast, Ethereum can handle fewer than 15 TPS, which is transactions per second, while average transaction fees are around $2.62. You guys understand that, or you know that Ethereum's gas fees are freaking disgusting. Okay, that's the fees that it costs to, you know, send shit A to B or sell stuff or whatever. This, like that in a nutshell, it's just it's geared up to be built to be a faster and cheaper Ethereum, right? So that's like the whole point behind Solana, and that's why I think it has a good future. I mean, you guys, if you can't tell that, like 90% of the freaking meme coins are now being opened up on Solana, like you're gonna make money. Like there's money all over the place inside the Solana ecosystem, to be honest.
Almost to the dollar, in fact. So let's draw a similar retracement then for the recent Solana bull market top to bear market bottom and see what we get. Well, the 3.618 Fibonacci level takes us to roughly $950 per Solana. Interesting, we see confluence here between our earlier finding that a 3.5x comparable to what Ether did one cycle earlier would mean a $900 Solana or a $950 Solana according to the Fibonacci.
So I think they're going to raise for different reasons. I think Ethereum is going to explode because of the ETF, and Solana is going to explode because of the adoption inside the crypto space and people's willingness to use it. All right, I think Ethereum's kind of like, it's kind of like having like a, I don't know, 1970s car, right? And you got this guy over here, he's got a 2000 vehicle, right? It's just there's just a difference, right? Like, okay, maybe it's built stronger back then, but now is more sought after, I guess. Or I mean, it depends who you are, obviously, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like, that's the best comparison I could put it to. I just think it's realistically going to appeal more to people like us. Cheap transactions and fast transactions are mostly what a lot of us want. We don't want, you know, some expensive ass meme coin like transaction that costs like, you know, half of the freaking thing you're trying to sell. Like, it's insane. It's slow. It's not slow, but it's just slower, right? It's not as fast.
But what about Solana dominance in the crypto market? Yet another angle to view the market is how the dominance of a certain coin evolves with time. Here's the chart of Solana's market cap dominance, which is a bit of a funny name for a coin that represents just 3% of the total crypto market. The irony is not lost on me. But as you can see, it has recently broken out and gone past the old dominance top. Now let's combine this dominance trend with the trend of the market cap of the total crypto market as a whole. Analysts over at Bernstein have projected.
JJ Doc, I knew someone was going to say it's the 70s are classics, chump. Yeah, I know. All right. That's why I said depends who you are.
The overall cryptocurrency market cap could surge threefold to $7.5 trillion by the end of 2025. Now, this is not just Bernstein's figure. It's a fairly common ballpark number among analysts for this bull market. Some people are throwing out the 10 trillion number, but might be a bit of a red herring, that number. Anyway, let's do some back of the napkin calculus here. So,
Mr. Retro Mike in the house, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. He said anybody can run a Solana validator node for free with no collateral, no rewards, in quotations, or parentheses rather. He said, or you can provide collateral and get rewards if you like Sol run a node. Oh, dude, you should make a video on that, Retro Mike. I would totally follow that. You should make a video on how to create the node and provide collateral to get rewards. That would be really cool, actually. If you could do that with a mini PC like this guy right here, little thing. It's got like 4 cores, 8 gigabytes of RAM. This thing's the balls, actually. They're like the best little PCs ever. If you could do it with those, please let me know, because I'll definitely give it a shot. I still got to do my Neoxa one too, actually.
the Sol market cap is currently $85 billion at the time of recording this video. That's, as we saw, 3.2% of the total crypto market cap. Should this percentage stay the same, which it won't, but let's just say it would, we would see a 3x from the current Solana price, so roughly a $250 billion market cap, or a Solana price around $550 to $600. The exact numbers, of course, depend on the inflation rate of Solana. Now let's just spin up some slightly more.
What do you guys think? I think it's at least a 2x from here, if not a 3x from here on Solana.
Bullish predictions than that. Only a year ago, the Solana dominance was actually much less than a single percentage point of the total crypto market cap. It has already done a 5x in just a year as a percentage of market cap. Now, why couldn't it do, well, let's say just another 2x? Not even that big of a goal, okay? It's not inconceivable that 6.5% Solana dominance could happen, especially considering all the hype that Solana is getting right now, giving a $7.5 trillion total crypto market cap at the peak, the pico top. That would imply a $1,100 to $1,200 Solana price, and maybe you can add another $300 should the total crypto market cap go up to the wildest, bullest, craziest predictions of $10 trillion, $1,500 per Solana in that situation. Interesting. If this sounds a lot like just pie in the sky, well, here's another way to look at the increasing dominance. Solana versus Ethereum. It looks a bit like a cup and handle, doesn't it? On the verge of a major breakout. Solana just printed an all-time high in ETH terms, and it looks like it could run even further. Perfect. Let's see, of course, what happens. It's just a scenario. Obviously, there's no guarantees, but it's a framework for you to think about how we could look at this moving forward. But if ETH can do another 3x in this bull run, it's not inconceivable that Solana could do another 6x, is it? Really? Come on. What about the ultra bullish scenario? We can even, of course, consider here more bullish predictions, but maybe it's time to just breathe, cool off a bit. A few months ago, the approval of the US spot Ethereum ETF seemed very, very likely. Currently, it seems like the SEC is going to go fight this in court, so making it a lot less likely that's going to happen. If and when the Ethereum ETF domino falls, the road is open for other ETFs, with Solana potentially being one of the first in line, which could create some extra upward pressure on the price. As said, with the recent stance, the SEC is taking this whole process. It basically could all take a lot longer. and will likely require even a leadership change over at the SEC before we see an Ethereum ETF and then Solana ETF, Chainlink ETF, all that kind of stuff approved. And that's not going to happen before 2025, post-election in the USA. So I guess we can shelf this ultra bullish scenario potentially for now. Can always be surprised, but for now, let's put it on the shelf. So let's round up the video with the Van Eck prediction for Solana. Van Eck is a traditional investment firm with a rather rebellious streak. It has a long history of endorsing Bitcoin and being super pro Bitcoin, and is currently, of course, one of the institutions that actually offer a spot Bitcoin ETF. They did a deep dive, which came out last autumn before Solana's price took off. Everyone called them crazy back then. You're crazy. Solana's only $10. This can never happen. Well, the authors contrast of Solana's ambitious hardware optimization approach to scalability with Ethereum's strategy of layers. Interesting take on it. Anyway, Solana's Fire Dancer upgrade is expected to go live in the fall of this year, current expectation. And that promises a 10x in current throughput. Now I'll show you the chart where you can see if it's in a league of its own compared to some other big names in the layer 1 blockchain space. Kind of is, right? So here's the chart that visualizes the differences in throughput. This is, of course, very important, as in crypto, we would like to see a killer app that brings crypto to the masses. But to do that, you need massive amounts of cheap transactions. Okay, besides just the user friendliness and all that stuff, you need low costs, you need speed. It's an essential requirement. Solana is going to have that. Van Eck's report also underscores Solana's focus on cheap block space as its potential to host diverse applications, from financial service stuff to consumer products, all that kind of stuff, which could significantly impact daily life for regular people. If a major crypto app really takes off. However, on a slightly bearish note, the authors also point to some trade-offs, of course, that Solana has had to make along the way in order to achieve its current success. It's great to offer low transaction costs, but how will Solana accrue value if transaction costs remain low? Another bearish point the authors make is if Solana will actually be able to attract developers to come into its ecosystem beyond just the current meme coin degeneracy that we're seeing. So the Solana virtual machine, or the SVM, is complex, and creating applications on Solana is a challenging task. In fact, building is apparently such a pain in the butt. It's so difficult for developers that the founder of Solana, Anatoly Yakovenko, has likened it to chewing glass. Doesn't sound like fun, does it? You're one of those dreams you're chewing glass? Weird. Anyway, so what's Van Eck's base?
What? People have dreams of chewing glass? The fuck?
Case here? Well, the quote is, we apply Van Eck's standardized valuation framework to Solana to achieve a token valuation of $335 in their 2030 base case. What? Only $335? Come on, guys. You got to up those numbers. What is that? That's chump numbers. Some traders.
But listen, that was offensive, Lark.
Bruh.
Bastard. Chump numbers. Crypto KJ, do not buy it right now. Don't be a Timmy. All right? Just being honest. Don't be a Timmy. Please don't be a Timmy. Please don't. You see this number? Okay. Please don't do that to yourself. Wait until it doesn't pull back. Even if it goes up another $3 and then pulls back a couple dollars. Fucking wait, please. Don't jump in on it right now. It's a bad idea. When people putting out videos like this, bad idea to jump in, okay? Just wait. Wait a little bit.
Of course, for calling for a $300 Solana,
days,
not in 6 years, but in 6 weeks. Come on, Van Eck, let's go. Well, keep in mind that their research was done back when Solana hovered around the $20 mark.
Well, because you know there's going to be sell orders at 200, right? So I would just there's probably going to be a wall. Just be careful. Just wait.
Let's get their bearish case out of the way here. They predict a $9 bearish target for
my opinion,
2030
not
for
financial
Solana.
advice.
That, of course, we basically admitting defeat. Solana has failed, and it would have been a failed experiment overtaken by other layer 1 blockchains that are either here now or soon to come, and maybe even the crypto industry as a whole has somehow just failed. Okay, so that
I didn't fail. Shut up, Lark. God damn it. I'm just kidding. Love this guy. Links in the description below if you guys are interested. All right, let's get into the recap segment of things. We got to go raid Mr. Crypto Mikkel. I would watch this with you guys, but we don't have time. This is Altcoin Daily. If you guys are interested, go check it out. Just going to talk about Larry Fink and loving Bitcoin and all that. What you should do, Crypto KJ, if you're gonna purchase coins, look at ones that are down or have been down or are forming a flag, something along those lines, right? Like, listen, ETC, again, we already talked about this, right? So Caspa, again, doesn't have there's no history, right? It came out in 2022, so it's like it's had a progressively growing chart. I think it's forming some sort of either descending wedge, or that typically breaks up, or it's creating some sort of flag. I don't know, I'm not a charter, take it as you will, but this is clearly a pole made a flag, clearly a pole, and then who knows what's happening. Sending channel, maybe, what you call that. I don't know, might be a good time to buy Caspa. Again, to each his own. But looking at like coins like ETC, right? Like, say you want to buy Solana. Okay, I understand, right? Solana, where is it? Right here, it's top 5 already, top 5 coin, right? By coin market cap over here, right? If you don't count Tether, it's 4th, right? Looking at like, what was I just talking about? ETC, right? ETC. Again, if we look at the overall max chart, then you guys look and see 2017 it rose, 2021 it rose. When Bitcoin goes and Ethereum goes and they start really freaking pumping this bull run, I'm expecting Ethereum Classic to at least break 150 bucks. At least. Its all-time high was 167. So I mean, realistically, 200 bucks isn't out of the realm of possibilities. It'd probably be easier to get one of these versus a Solana, right? It's 33 bucks cheaper, my opinion. Each his own, do what you will. Again, I think it's solely because of the name. The name is going to pump that coin for sure. Even though it is the original Ethereum, it's the name. It's the name that's going to make it explode. Let me see. What are you guys saying in the chat? Scott said he bought some whiff. Nice. Maybe not a good time though, to be honest. Wait for a pullback, because this shit this has been a mess. This has been going straight up. I can't I almost bought some the other day at $3.40. I wish I did, but I can't. When it's riding like this, I can't do it. I don't believe it. I feel like it's gonna pull back any second. So I'm not jumping on this train. I'm not. I would short it if I could. I'm not jumping on it though. I bought dog whiff bat. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. What the fuck is dog with bat? Lithium's making meme coins now. Let's see. Nope. Dog with hat. Nope. Looking for dog with bat. Like, this is the dumbest shit ever. That's kind of funny, actually. That's kind of funny. Where do you even buy this nonsense? Where do you even get this nonsense? You can't even click on this. Can't even click on buy. I'm not clicking on it. Oh my god. Anyways, I don't know. Where'd you get it, DJ? Let me know. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know. It's on a lithium. I'm not sure it's gonna go far. Solana coins are popping off for a reason. Let's see. All right, we're gonna see. What the f is this site? DJ, you give me a virus? What is this? Where is it? I'll send all mine right now. I'll swap all my lithium for this nonsense. Dog with bat. It's with B, baby. Wait, how do you hold it? What wallet? What wallet do you have it in? DJ, tell me. Come on, DJ. It's more to support a lithium for me. DJ, we're here to make money, not stroke people. Wait, you can hold it on the Lithium wallet, the core wallet. Okay. I'll do that. I have the desktop wallet, not core wallet, desktop wallet rather. All right, I have that. I can try it. Cat with hat is where it's at. Max, Cat in the Hat went out in the 90s. No one reads that shit no more. What are you saying? Cat with hat. The fuck? Oh, it's a coin too. God, these memes, man. Cat with hat. Let's see. Cat with hands. That's not what I... Oh man, Ovalbor started this one, didn't he? Oh wait, Cat with hat. Isn't that the one Pellish is trying to make or something? Isn't that one? Cat with hands. There you go. Cat with hands. Any weirdos. 2020. Fuck. This came out 10 days ago. No, why? Like this so many. This is Solana, isn't it? Oh no, it's Avalanche. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Man, people are like, this is crazy. This is funny. This is so stupid. Oh my god. Anyways, guys. All right. I don't know. Wait for a pullback, Crypto KJ. Don't FOMO in, buddy. Don't do it to yourself. All right, guys. We got to go raid Mr. Oh, I forgot to take out the videos tab. Damn it. We got to raid Mr. Crypto Mikkel. Let's get out of here. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. We're going to be back later on tonight. What do you guys want to talk about for Misfit Mining Saturday Night Live? Do you guys want to talk about meme coins? Do you want us to like bring our favorite meme coin to the table or something? Let me know. If you guys have any ideas, throw it in the comments below, or just DM us or add us in Discord or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But let me know if you guys have any specific topics you guys like to talk about. Let's get over to Mr. Crypto Mikkel. We're going to raid him. He is live right now. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Thank you for all the super chats, gifted memberships, and all that. Again, Fully Electric, you're awesome. Thank you so much. I will catch you guys on Monday morning and later on this evening at 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. Peace out. 8 a.m. on Monday. Have a good day, guys. See you later.
Eat shit, Gary.